coterminal angles. Angles in standard position that share the same terminal side. In our first example, we see a measure of an angle 135 degrees in the positive direction. The terminal side is in quadrant 2. But we also see another angle shown in the negative direction that has the same terminal side, negative 225. Those are coterminal because they share the terminal side. Whoa, it says find 2 more coterminal angles. I already have 2 angles that are coterminal. Well, remember these are angles of rotation. So let's find another positive coterminal angle. We start at the initial side. Let's go 1 full rotation around, that's 360 degrees. But remember, I have to end at the same place. So that means I need to go that additional 135 to end at the same terminal side. Our new angle measures that 1 full rotation of 360 plus an additional 135, 495 degrees. Let's do that negative coterminal angle. Do you think you know what to do? I betcha. Let's go. From the initial side, in the negative direction, 1 full rotation. So we've gone negative 360 degrees, but I have to end at the same terminal side, so I need to go an additional negative 225. Well, negative 360 plus negative 225, what is that, Miss Ryan?
Negative 585. So if angles that are coterminal just share a terminal side, can I have an infinite number of coterminal angles?
I think so. All we'd have to do is continue to add rotations, add rotations, add rotations. All right, but to be clear, why don't we just find the closest coterminal angle? None of this like, haha, 7 times around plus the extra. Next, sketch a 120 degree angle and find its negative coterminal, the closest one. Then create another positive coterminal and another negative. Once again, we want to just go for the smallest ones possible. We've sketched a 120 degree angle. Where does it end? In that second quadrant, because it'd be 90 plus 30 degrees. You might want to think about that reference angle. If we connected back down to the x-axis, we know that that would be 60. That's going to help us when we want to find our negative coterminal angle. So starting at the initial side, we'd go halfway around, that's at 180, then plus the 60 degrees from the reference triangle. So we're at 240 degrees. Negative because we went down, so negative direction. We have our positive 120. We found 1 coterminal, negative 240. Let's find 2 more. 1 in the positive direction, 1 in the negative direction. Do you want to give it a try? All right, did you get 480 degrees and negative 600 degrees? Remember, those are the closest ones, not being tricky here. Couple more for you to try. Sketch the given angle, find the reference angle by drawing in that reference triangle, and then find another positive coterminal angle and another negative coterminal angle. Pause the video, check with us when you're done.
Check your work. Notice here how important our sketch is. It really does help us find those other angles. Once I have that reference angle, I'm able to find my first negative coterminal angle by going negative 180 and then adding that reference angle to get to that terminal side. And same deal with finding my other positive coterminal angle. I'm able to go that full 360, I can see it, and then that 107 more. 360 plus 107, 467 degrees. It really helps to sketch. Whew, this last section, here we go. So we're gonna be given an angle of rotation and we wanna find a coterminal angle between 0 and 360 degrees. All right, we wanna state which quadrant the terminal side ends up in and identify the reference angle. First one, 422 degrees. Okay, it's positive, so we're gonna start up, go around a full 360 degrees. Okay, if I wanna get to 422, if I go 90 more, oh, that's 450 degrees, so we don't want that. I just wanna go 62 degrees more to get to 422. We wanna find a coterminal angle to this one that's between 0 and 360 degrees. Okay, so we can't keep going around a circle here. So initial side on the positive x-axis, I wanna end on that terminal side. Well, we could just say 62 degrees then, right? That ends in the first quadrant, so we'll also identify the first quadrant. And finally, we wanna identify that reference angle. We'll drop a point on my terminal side down to my x-axis that's perpendicular. Looks like that reference angle is gonna be 62 degrees also. Whoa, have you guys seen B yet? Negative 1,287? Yikes! Calculator, I'm gonna need you, old friend. Okay, it's a negative angle, so we know we're gonna start down first. We're trying to get to the thousands, so definitely go around the full 360. Plus another full 360 takes us to negative 720. I need more. Add another 360, I'm at negative 1,080. Oh, I still need a little bit more than that. If I go a full 360, I'm negative 1,440 degrees. Okay, we gotta backtrack, so we'll take back that 360. Okay, so negative 1,080, and I wanna get to negative 1,287. Okay, so I need to go negative 207 degrees more. Well, that would be 180 plus 27 degrees? Yeah. So it looks like we end in the second quadrant. That terminal side's in the second quadrant. Well, we already know our reference angle then is going to be 27 degrees. Now we want to find a coterminal angle between 0 and 360 degrees. Now remember, these angles in standard position have to start on that positive x-axis and travel to the terminal side. So 27 degrees is not going to be my coterminal angle this time. I've got to go from positive x-axis to the terminal side, so 180 minus 27 degrees, which is 153 degrees, which is between 0 and 360 degrees. Wow, we learned so much today.
I know. I mean, we reviewed some geometry.
Yes.
So we had sine, cosine, tangent.
With those special right triangles, 45, 45, 90, and 30, 60, 90.
Right. Then we learned about angles in standard position, initial side, terminal side.
And that led us to reference angles and reference triangles.
Now we can sketch angles of all types and all rotations,
including coterminal angles.
Hey, what about sine at the angle? That indicates direction. Ready?
Positive, up, negative, down.